Hello, here I am. Yeah. How are you guys? I hope you guys are all doing well, happy, and healthy. Yes. And I want to show you something really awesome. Yeah. We went to farmer's market and I was taking pictures of this lady's vegetables. She saw me and she said, "Hi." I said, "Hi." I said, "I love your vegetables. I taken a whole bunch of pictures. I hope you don't mind." She said, "Oh, no worries." But then later said, like she was chatting with somebody and then she started talking to me. And then she said, "Guess what? I can give you one of my vegetables, those big squashes. I can give you one. You can give me like $10 or something." And I thought, wow, $10. I said, we got a whole bunch of vegetables and I'm not really planning to buy vegetables. She said, "Don't worry, it'll be like, I can give it to you for $5. And let me show you what this, I'm telling you, the squash I have is humongous. I'm not kidding. Yeah, when I say humongous, it's truly humongous. Yeah, among us. Hold on. Let me show you, okay? Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, it's like a trombone. I don't know, what is it? Like that musical instrument? Yeah? Um, I don't know, but it's that, oh, well, you know what I mean. It's very heavy. No kidding. Like, no kidding. And the lady picked the biggest one. She said, "This is very good. You're gonna like it." I don't know what I'm gonna do with this thing, but I think I'm gonna make a whole bunch of bread, like squash bread and some other things, maybe soup. But yeah, such a blessing. But I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. See, it's like I was carrying this to my car, and oh my God, I was like, this is not good because it's so heavy. And then the car was a waste. I parked it maybe like, I don't know, half a mile from where the farmer's market was. And oh my God. Yeah. So, anyway, but yeah, we had fun at the farmer's market. My mom really likes going to the farmer's market. So, anyway, today is going to be an interesting day because we get to do some fun. Like I mentioned, we're going to do something fun. Yeah, Cheetos. Because Cheetos is yummy, you know? Yeah. I will show you something. Do you know that Cheetos, I don't know, do we have this in the Philippines? Because it's so delicious, very addictive. Of course, they have to do it that way. They have to make it that way so that they can profit off of you, right? So anyway, this Cheetos, I don't know how many pieces are in here, but for 21 pieces, that's 28 grams of carbs. And so, yeah. And what does it say here? For sodium, for 21 pieces, there's 200 milligrams of sodium. If you have hypertension or high blood pressure, you're supposed to limit your sodium up to 1,500 milligrams. So this one, just for 21 pieces, it has 200 milligrams of sodium. So let's say this thing has like 400, let's say 400 pieces. If you divide that by 21, so there's probably like about 4,000 milligrams of sodium. It's like a lot of sodium just for one bag of Cheetos. If you have hypertension or high blood pressure, it's a no-no. This is like a no-no. Okay, let me show you, okay? Do you know you can use this as firewood? The Cheetos. It's loaded with saturated fat. See? It's loaded with saturated fat. Isn't that interesting? That's why it's bad for you. This is really bad for you. This one has maltodextrin. It's like a food additive. Ooh. Sure, it's a mixture of toxic ingredients in there. You know, chemicals, preservatives. And it also has dye. I think they use yellow 6. It's in there. They use sunflower oil, canola oil. They're not high quality type oil. Yeah. No good for you. And I'm sure they also use, let me look at the ingredients. Let's look at the ingredients. It has monosodium glutamate, so MSG, bitsin in Visayan, that's what we call it. Yeah. Which is neurotoxic, very addictive ingredient. Some people are allergic to it. Yeah, like magic syrup, it's banned here in the US, and it's also banned in other countries because of the ingredients. It will kill you. No good for you. But it does make your food very tasty. Yeah, of course. Oh my God, the smell. I don't like the smell. And it also, this one has natural and artificial flavors. Who knows what's in there? It's hard to, because the letters are so tiny, but it's definitely delicious. Fritz said, Mom, when are you gonna be done? I'm hungry. Because I very rarely buy this thing because it's just not good for you. It's loaded with all kinds of toxic ingredients. So it's definitely delicious, but it's just not good for you. That's why we only eat junk on July 4th. Yeah. It's like our tradition. So no kidding. We eat junk food on July 4th, Independence Day. Yeah. So anyway, so that type of food, if you have to eat it, don't eat it all the time. Same thing with chippy and other, those salty, delicious chips. There's a lot of junk food, okay? You're not getting anything in there. It does say there's protein, there's all kinds of, no. Yeah. And it's like highly caloric food. There's high fat content in there because they use saturated fat. There's like artificial flavorings in there, artificial ingredients and synthetic ingredients for sure. Oh yeah. It's high, like I mentioned earlier, high in sodium. And you will be, the more you eat this thing, the chances of getting cancer is very high. Cardiovascular disease, kidney disease, of course. What else? Oh, your cholesterol will definitely go up. Yeah. Yeah. Triglycerides, all those things. So, yeah. Try to avoid eating that type of food. But yeah. So, anyway, wasn't that interesting? I know, but I was shocked when that. Oh, we also made aspirin. It was interesting. It was really interesting. Candles. What was it? Candles? No. Soap. Yeah. I mean, I'm talking about the chemistry class. It was a really interesting class. Yeah. So anyway, where am I going with this? Okay. So in my Facebook page, I have 143 friends, right? And yeah, and these 143 friends, I'm my relatives. Why am I not, like my enunciation is so screwed up. Like I cannot speak properly. Why am I I don't know what's going on. But yeah. So 143 or 143 means I love you. That's why I'm keeping, the number of friends just 143. I don't want it to go up or go down. But if someone leaves, I'll be happy to replace you. So don't worry. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you may have noticed that the number of followers I has gone up. To have like just a little over 60, people. And then all of a sudden it went up to like 200 something. And I thought, geez, what happened? And then later I found out that Facebook management, see, Facebook management made me a digital creator or something. It may have something to do with that. But yeah, it wasn't my own doing. It was Facebook management. Okay. So in case you're wondering, yeah. So actually, in my Facebook page, there are only a few of my relatives watch my videos, like family and friends. No, family and relatives. Family, relatives, they're the same. Here in the US, relatives meaning, include family, okay? Like members or something like that. But yeah, in our country, Philippines, relatives is considered like, outside your family circle. But yeah, here, relatives, it includes family members. So anyway, in case you're wondering, sometimes, it can be confusing. Has something to do with culture, things like that. And, whatever. So anyway, there are only a few of my relatives who watch my videos, you know. Like, yeah, only a few of them. And it's not because they don't like me. Oh, well, I'm sure there's some other, relatives of mine don't like me. I mean, you can't please everybody, right? Yeah, that's okay if they don't like me. That's fine. So, yeah, there are only like tinsy winsy of them who watch my videos because my videos are like, can be hard hitting. Yeah. And then, some of them, they probably have trouble understanding me. And so, yeah. And many of my viewers are, you know, some, well, are my followers. Some are hidden and some are out in the open. And a few of them are like spooky followers. You know what I mean? They find me interesting. Yeah? So, as I have mentioned before, I am not here for you to think like I do. So, you are what you are. I am me. Yeah? And you are you. So, I have my path, you have your path. You have your own destiny, you have your own reality, and you can create the life you want. So, start creating and make sure I'm in it. You know? So, yeah, I was just kidding. Okay? I was just kidding. So, anyway, I want to talk. You know me, I like to talk about my patient. Um, of course, I don't tell you what his name. Of course not. It's HIPAA violation. And besides, well, I'm not going to be talking about his dental condition or anything like that. And, what I am going to talk about is, I like to observe. I like to learn things from people, you know? So the thing is, this patient I've been seeing this patient, like clean his teeth. Every time he comes in, like, I think he asked my manager if I could clean his teeth. And so, yeah. And then all of a sudden, he changed his, dental provider. Now he's seeing my colleague, not me. Okay? So here's what happened. Um, he used to tell me about where he, work and about his family and all that stuff, all the goodies and stuff. And then I was talking about Fritz, my son, because sometimes we do that, we tell our patients, my son is this, he's doing really well, and yeah, he's taking, cybersecurity, and he's, doing really well. I mean, getting A grades, yeah, yeah. And then I told him that my son, he loves to draw and he likes to make music. I told him that. And then his music is like really good, but his drawing is like mediocre. And he had a reaction to that one when I mentioned to him, how's his, when he asked me, how's his drawing? Like, is he really good? And I told him, and there were some other things that precipitated his, his decision to move to a different dental provider. And I don't mind that. I mean, you can't please everybody. But what's interesting was, he asked me about my son's drawing, and I said, nah, he's mediocre. He's not really good at it. And he asked me, oh, you told him that it's, I said, yeah. Is there something wrong with that? I mean, he, I mean, I should be honest, right? Like, yeah, I have to tell him exactly what I think. I'm not gonna like sugarcoat it. Oh, you really, draw beautifully, even though it's not. I'm not that. I tell him exactly what I think and what I see. I tell him, oh, you still, need to do more work because what I'm seeing right now, it's still like, no. Or, nah, it doesn't look good. Yeah. It's this, that. I tell him exactly. I don't, I don't sugarcoat, like I said. And so, and then there were some other things that I mentioned to him that it kind of, affected him. Because I could tell, like, I could sense it, He gets this reaction and it kind of changed his facial, that look. I could see it and I could sense it. And then I started feeling kind of, I don't feel relaxed when I was working with him. Like you get that feeling. And I thought something's wrong. Yeah. He was, he works at the police department. He is one of this high ranked personnel or something. Yeah. I thought, geez, what did I say that made him, react that way? But anyway, probably he has some inner child issues or something. Who knows? You know what I mean? Yeah, there are those. So there's nothing I can do with that. So deal with your whatever. Yeah. So anyway, that was an interesting, experience I had with him. I have a what you call genuine kindness, and I'm very proud of that. I know some people made me look like a bad person. I know. You were gossiping and making your own nasty narratives like Najin is this, Najin is that, And there are probably about 5 people, okay? Actually, you wanted what I have. And that's the reality. As you know, I talk the talk and walk the walk, okay? I'm not a Jealous type. I'm not jealous of anybody. I'm not envious of anybody. And I'm not a tyrant either. I have my path. You have your path. I respect my own path. Okay? Your business is your business. And for who you are, it's none of my business. Okay? So, I love me. Okay? And why would I paint myself with ugliness, nastiness, evilness? You know, the universe is my God, whom I worship and abide. And so with myself, the universe and I. Yeah. And whatever these illusions, okay, that these toxic people have now vanished into nothingness. Yeah. I'm sure there will be new ones, you know? I'm sure there will be new ones. The thing is, these projections, these nasty projections, are who they are. I read something recently. We don't see things as they are, we see things as we are. Yeah, isn't that interesting? Yeah, I saw a preview of a movie. It was After the Hunt. Julia Roberts is in there. It's an interesting movie. So, yeah, I really want to watch that movie. That'd be cool. I'd like to watch it in a movie theater. Oh my gosh. So, yeah, people used to think I'm stupid, clueless, dumb, and so forth. I'm sure there's other ones that I'm not aware of. You know what I mean? And now I got them spooked. They're scrounging around, praying for, you know, they're praying to my universe and not to their God. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. They felt the heat, you know, ill intentions, and those, ill wishes towards me backfired. So, yeah, like I've mentioned, don't mess with me because I'm very, very well protected by the universe. hmm My intuition had allowed me to see things. Yeah. So I just hope these toxic individuals are learning their lessons. Yeah. So I don't feed you with bullcrap, okay? And interestingly, if I just use my own perceptions, I'd be clueless to what's going on, to what's really going on. Thank God, I'm able to perceive these things in a way. I don't know if you call it that way. So, yeah. So, because some of these people, they think I don't care about people and that I'm fake. I'm just making this up. So, they don't realize that there are projections of me. They're describing themselves. So, you know what I mean? And they thought I was not smart enough and that I'm jealous of them and that I'm envious of them and that, what else? Oh, I'm sure there's more. And now They want to talk to me somehow, maybe to apologize. The thing is, I don't want or I don't need anyone's apology, okay? Talk to your God and apologize for the person you are. Yeah. You get what you give. And there's a saying also, you reap what you sow. I hope I pronounced that right. Yeah. Yeah. So, and if you're toxic, of course, you get toxicity and you get bad karma at the same time. Yeah. You get toxic people. Yeah. If you're toxic. Yeah. So, yeah, I've talked about that so many times. And I did warn you, yeah, about don't do these things because you'll get bad karma. I did mention that. So don't ask for forgiveness from me because you know the answer. I always forgive. Yeah, and you're already forgiven. So you're going to have to deal with the universe, not me, okay? Or talk to your God. Yeah. Make your apology to your own Almighty. So, yeah, that's the thing. You know what I mean? So, that's why you need to be nice to people. So, here's the thing Socrates and his friends, they were discussing about life and death. And then they talk about whether or not wood and stone or stone appear equal. And at another time, unequal. Okay? And then Socrates laid out this question. Are they equals in the same sense as absolute equality, or they fall short of this in a measure? And based from these discussions he had with his friends, I started thinking about a human and an animal. Okay, listen carefully. Now, if you compare the two, I mean, they're absolutely, different based on our perceptions, right? By using our eyes, nose. Oh, just use your eyes. Yeah. Just by looking at them, okay? Now, there's a reason why I'm talking about this. Now, let's think of a bee, okay? Now, the question is, can you be a honeybee? Now, we're talking about all of the things that these, honeybees can do. That's what we're talking about. Now, of course, the answer is no, right? Now, because that's a bee, they're tiny, they just fly around, sometimes they sting you, and, sometimes they just sniff all those flowers, So, what am I getting at? Oh, no, because that's, they're just little tiny thing, and that they're inferior. They're an inferior being, and that we are much more superior than them because we're bigger, we have brains, we have all kinds of things. We're bigger than them, and we're able to do all kinds of things, right? Now, do you know that without them, we won't be able to have, good supply of agricultural products? We're talking about food on the table. That's what I'm talking about. Now, and if there are no honeybees, there won't be any food. That's right. Find out what bees do, okay? Now, yeah, forget about eating. Yeah, forget about eating. Now, because I always talk about us and that we are equal. Okay? That's why I'm talking about this. The answer is yes, we are all equal. We are all equal. So I may not be very good at fishing, but I'm very good at cleaning your teeth. You know? I may not be a good cook, but I think I'm good at, at providing service to people. It can be anything. I really do, because I care about people. So I may not, well, there's so many things, I have a purpose in life. You have a purpose in life. So each of us have our own, what is it? Have our own mission, have our own purpose. So I'll just say, yeah, purpose. So we may not have the same educational backgrounds, okay? But that doesn't mean I'm more superior than you are and that you're inferior because you're only a high school graduate. That's not how I look at it. Yeah. Nope. Like I mentioned, we are all equal, okay? We're just walking on different paths. Now with wood and steel, okay? If you really think about it, wood and steel, just by using your eyes, your eyeballs, okay? They do look different. They're unequal, okay? But the more you think about it, with wood or steel, like none of them fall short than the other if you like really dig in, okay? They are both equally important. We won't be able to have a place to live without them. Right? Right? If you really think about it. Yeah, we need steel to build a house. We also need wood to build a house. So they're both equally important. Same as humans. I have my own purpose. You have your own purpose. Okay? Because I have a college degree, I'm more superior than you are. Hell nah. No. Okay? We are all equal. We are both equally important in this world. Same as farmers. Thank God for farmers, because without them, we won't be able to eat. Thank God for hygienists like me. Because of me, you will be able to keep your teeth. Hopefully for the rest of your life. And you will be able to enjoy your food better with your teeth. Of course. If you have intact dentitions. Yes. Okay? Without fishermen, do you think you will be able to eat fish without them? You understand? Same thing with the cockroaches. Can you be a cockroach? You cannot be a cockroach. Can you live like a cockroach? No, you can't. We have different functions, you might say, in this world. So don't think you're above others, and don't think you're below others. Okay? So yeah, there's no such thing as unequal. We are all equal. If we talk about quantum physics, you are a field of energy, I am a field of energy. Both of us are fields of energies. Imagine that. Imagine that, okay? We are all connected We are one. We are one with the universe, okay? So, do you think the wood is much more inferior than steel? And that steel is much more superior than wood? Yeah? Think again. There's, you know, they're both equal if you really think about it. There's definitely equality if you think about it. They only fall short through the medium of sight, touch, or some other senses. But they're both equally important. You feel me? I hope this makes sense. I really hope so. So, yeah, don't think you're above others and don't think you're below others. We're all equal. You hear? So, yeah. Getting hot. Getting hot. Hold on. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make this. Sorry if I look kind of crazy, you know that I am getting hot. Okay, don't mind me if I look kind of crazy, but like I'm really serious here because I want to be able to talk freely, free of anything. All right. I wish I could just. I don't have any hairpin. Do I have hairpin? Huh, I have hairpin. Okay. Okay, I have hairpin. There. This is better. You better stay. Oh, thank God. Yeah. I'm gonna add my, you know me, I like to add something. You know, it's like adding some flavorings. Add some flavorings. I don't like that. It's a little bit short. There's a little bit funny. This feeling inside. Is it we have? Don't have honey. I don't have honey. I have honey. I have honey. Oh my God. I screwed this up. I screwed this up. Okay, hold on. I'll get this fixed. I'll get this fixed. Come on. Don't be a dingy for me. Don't be a dingy. Hold on. I'm almost done. I am almost done. Stay. Stay. There. Okay. I want to secure this first, okay? Let me secure my headband so that I can really talk. Because otherwise, it will drive me nuts. There. Okay, that feels better. Okay. Now I can talk. Yeah. I can talk, my love. I'm such a nut. Just let me, okay? Just let me. Okay? So, ooh, I forgot to check the audio. I hope this is working okay. I just hope so. Yeah, that feels better. Yeah. Earlier, whenever I have my hair down, it's like it drives me nuts. I wish I could just, if everyone has bald head, oh, I'll cut all my hair. Yeah. Yeah. I like to be bald. Then I don't have to, like, you know me, I like to be free. Like free of anything. Yeah. I don't, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. All right, anyway. Someone in here thinks I'm a big risk for the society. Yeah, and that I give bad advice. Really? I mean, and that these spiritual beliefs I have are evil. I'm telling you, someone thinks like that. Yeah, goddamn. Jiminy Crickets. But let me tell you something, okay? Stay in your fucking lane, okay? I hope it sinks in, all right? Just stay in your fucking lane. Yeah. Someone said, when you go for temporary things, you'll end up with temporary solutions. So I go for something solid. Spiritual beliefs or spirituality, or I don't know what you call it. Believing in spirituality is it for me. Yeah. And how you perceive of me is a reflection of you. I have to keep repeating that so that you will finally, understand. Okay? It is how you perceive yourself. If you think that I'm an evil, well, you better check yourself out. You know what I mean? What is evil about what I'm doing? Because I tell you about, religion is this and religion is that. Yeah? So same is true with other people. It's not just how you perceive of me. If you're perceiving something about this person is this and this person is that, it's how you perceive of who you are. So my advice to you, start loving yourself. Like I've been telling people. Yeah. So love yourself with all your heart. And any superficial connections you have must be eliminated because it seems that you're becoming toxic, if you ask me, Avoid being toxic. Well, it's your life, Do what you want, with your life. It's your life. It's none of my business. I know. So if you have this toxicity in you, get the hell away from me, okay? Stay away from me. Go somewhere else, okay? Go somewhere else. Yeah. Because, I'm like a human lie detector. I'm spilling your beans. I tend to expose, people's secrets. I must expose yours. Sometimes I tend to expose people's unhealthy choices. You're mad at me, I probably make your secrets known. Yeah. So, yeah. That's why you think I'm an evil person. I'm not an evil person. What I'm doing is for your own good, for the good of humanity. That's what I'm doing. Like I said, work equates serve. My desire is to serve you. to help you, to guide you, to be a better you. That's my mission in life. Yeah. And I'm happy doing this. I'm really happy doing this. Yeah. I like being a hygienist too. And I like doing what I'm doing. Doing this is special to me too. So, yeah. So, so yeah, when I first joined in the dental field, maybe first year in practice, I met a bubbly patient. He was very fun. He was very funny. Yeah. Yeah, this was like 4 or 5 years ago. And every time he comes in, he always tell me, oh, you're such a great hygienist. I love coming in here because I get, my teeth cleaned and I get to like, well, he gets to talk to me too. Because we always had, fun chatting. Yeah. Chatting about everything. Yeah, never a time, he never tell me that, well, yeah. Yeah, one day he was scheduled to have his teeth cleaned and he came in with leg braces and a cane. And I thought, oh my God, what happened to you? I was shocked and I was sad. And then he told me that, this is what happened. I was climbing up a ladder and fell 3 stories down. He was a building contractor. Yeah. He owns his business. Yeah. He owned his construction business. Yeah. Of course, he made lots of money, but at the same time, it was really risky. It was a risky business. And even though he was struggling, but he still came to his dental appointments. I saw him for like 3 times because I told him you have to come back every 3 months just to make sure that his, gums are, healthy. Because I want stability. Yeah, I want stability. I want to make sure that his health is, good. I want his health to continue to improve, like oral health. So I told him, 3 months would be ideal for you. And so, yeah, he told me he was okay and that he could tolerate the pain. I think he was taking oxycodone or something, high powered pain pill. And so that's why he was able to like go to his appointment, And then one day I learned from our front desk personnel. Yeah, his dad called. Yeah, his dad called and then told us that his son passed away. My patient had an appointment that day. Oh my God. It was like one of the saddest days of my life. He was still young. He was in his 30s, And one thing I don't like about my job is I get to know these people. And I get to know about their family, everything about them. Not everything, of course. Yeah. And I get very close to them. Some of them, not all. Yeah. And sometimes things happen, and then I get heavily affected. And I don't recover very quickly. It stays in me. Like him, it took me a while to, yeah. I could never forget his face. Yeah, I could never. Heartbroken? Of course I was. Very much so. And he was really a good friend. He was my friend. A really good friend. And I could tell, like, he would be ready to help me or protect me in times of need, you know? Like, he's that. He was this beautiful soul. Beautiful soul. Yeah. I can still remember his face. The bubbly him, you know? The beautiful soul that he was. I could still remember him. Yeah. And it's too bad he's no longer around. You know, things like that happens, and it's hard to get over it, you know? Yeah. It's hard to get over it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm telling you this. There must be a reason. You know, I told someone that I'm this and I'm that. I don't know why my ear's itchy. It's this ear. It's itchy and it's a little bit painful at the same time. I've been using my earbud, and I think it has something to do with that. I think I need to see my doctor about that, because I do have a little scab here, and it's a little bit itchy. There's something wrong with my ear. I can still hear though, but it's just that the feeling. Yeah. So anyway, I told someone that I'm this and I'm that, and then, you know, this someone thought that this is a different person, and that I'm fake. And then this person started digging who I truly am, and then check out my credentials and all that, you know, and then found out all the facts about me, and that what I said is all true. And now this person feels embarrassed, shocked, sad, and stressed. I was being investigated, trying to get information about me. Yeah. Yeah. Some people think that I'm like fake and that I'm too good to be true. Yeah. What you see is what you get. Yeah, this is who I am. Yeah, this is who I truly am. So if you don't believe me, then that's too bad. Yeah, you don't believe yourself. You don't believe yourself. So start believing yourself. That's what you need. Yeah, that's what you need. And then there's also a woman in here who wants to know the same thing. Jiminy Crickets. And she really hates me, you know, because the person she's interested in is really interested in me. Dang, what a complex situation that is. Yeah. And hey, lady, I feel you. And I wish I had a magic wand. Yeah, magic wand. Because I'd love to help you. Yeah. But the thing is, if the universe want me to be intertwined with your special person, there's nothing I can do with that. But you know me, I'm such a giving person. You can have him. Yeah, you can have him. Yeah, I don't have any problems with that. You see? Yeah, and there's some guys in here too. Spooky followers. Yeah. They want to know who I'm with, who I hang out with, what I do in my day-to-day activities, and that what I look like when I lay in bed. And when I wake up, those things, am I right or am I right? Life is too complicated. So let's make this juicy. I like juicy stuff. I'm such a nut. You know me. So, someone in here wants to know if I love to sleep naked. Wow. You know me. I'm very truthful, right? I'm very truthful. One true fact about me is the answer is yes. Hell yeah. Of course. It's the most freeing thing ever. Okay? Yes. I want to feel that body heat, especially when you're with your special lover. You know? It's so comforting. Yeah. And they're for couples, Let me tell you something. If you do that, I'm telling you, your relationship will go up to a higher level. Hell yeah. It's a great upgrade. Try it. You might like it. Hey, why not? You know what I mean? Yeah. Someone wants to know. So there you go. You got your answer. Yeah. Wish fulfilled. So it's not just him. There's some other men too. Oh yeah. They wanted to know. Okay. There's your truth. That's Nijin for ya. Okay? Yeah. So, yeah. How the hell I know? I just know. Someone just asked that. Yeah, I just know. And there are bad intentions. And there's some good intentions as well. Yeah. Yeah, these guys are trying to measure my worth. I know what you're thinking. Yeah. So, yeah, what you see is what you get. If I say it's it, it's it. Okay? Yeah. 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 Don't have any bad thoughts, okay? Don't have any bad thoughts. Because, like I said, any projections you have for me will be repelled, ricocheted, okay? It will go ricocheted, okay? And aside from that, bad karma will be knocking on your fucking door, okay? Like I said, I'm very well protected by the universe, and any bad intentions and ill wishes will be ricocheted, so watch out. You are being warned, so don't blame me when things happen. Okay? So don't blame me for it. So that's why I'm teaching you to control yourself. Don't make any bad thoughts, because those bad thoughts are what you are thinking about yourself. Okay? Not me. It's you. Okay? I'm teaching you how to control yourself. So if you're seeing somebody who's doing something, and even though they're just, but then your brain is telling you, oh, it's ugly. Oh, some men, okay? When they see somebody like wearing very short, oh, they think it's nasty. Really? Really? You better question yourself. Because, they think, oh, no wonder why they get raped. Oh, because you like to rape women. Yeah? Yeah. Men who think like that, oh, you shouldn't be wearing this. You shouldn't be wearing that. Oh, god damn. No. If you like what you're wearing, go for it. Okay? Go for it. So, yeah, some men. God damn. Mind your own fucking business. If you like what they're wearing, these women, let them, because that's how they express themselves. That's how they, feel like they're beautiful. When you feel like you're beautiful, wear that. That means you're beautiful in that dress or outfit. Wear that. Yeah. Because I know men, they say, ooh, that's too revealing. Oh, that's too sexy. Oh, that's this and that. And then they tell you, oh, don't wear that. Oh, don't come with me if you're wearing that. Oh, goddamn. Let them go. Say bye-bye to them. Because that means they don't love you. Okay? They don't love you. Yeah. If they want to control you, ooh, those types of men, they don't love you. Because love is supposed to be like the genuine type of love. You're supposed to feel relaxed, happy, beautiful, free, that type. Okay? But if you feel anxious, if you feel sad, if you feel worried all the time, now that's a toxic relationship. Get out of that relationship because it's relationship. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. So, yeah, listen to how you feel. Listen to how you feel. Because if you're worried all the time, you're going to get old quickly. Okay? You're going to die quickly because of stress, level of stress that you have to deal with on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? That's not life worth living. Yeah. So think very carefully. Yeah. So, I tried to specify myself. Yeah, specify. Yeah. It's not working. I look crazy as hell. Yeah, that's okay. I'm crazy anyway, you know? So, yeah, you, beautiful soul, my love. Yeah, you're my love. Yeah. Be brave, okay? Be brave. Yeah. And whatever you're planning to do, make it happen. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of rejection because in rejection, it is protection, like I mentioned before, because sometimes you get rejected because there's a reason behind it. Okay? Maybe the woman or man that you're interested, to be your whatever, it's probably toxic for you. So, yeah. But go for it, okay? Go for it. Or a job that you're really interested in. Like you want to be, in this company. And then, don't be afraid to be embarrassed. Just go in there and get yourself interviewed. Yeah. Submit your resume, whatever. So, yeah, do that. Or if you're interested in, like, doing what I'm doing, you can do it too. Do it. Or if you want to start your new YouTube page or YouTube channel, yeah, make your videos. Start working on it. You know? Go for it. Okay? Don't be afraid. Yeah. So I hope you realize that in rejection, there is protection. There is protection. Okay? I'm saying that again so that it sinks in. Okay? Could be anything. It could be anything. Okay? So, whatever it may be. So, yeah. So, people with beautiful hearts, like me, of course, I want to, yeah, of course, I own it. Because that's who I am. Yeah. If you have beautiful hearts, you know, yeah, own it. I own it because I have it. Yeah. If you're good at something, own it. Okay? Be proud of it. So, yeah, I'm proud of having this open heartedness, this loving heart, kind heart I have. Oh, yeah, I'm proud of it. Okay? So, yeah, whoever you are, if you have good luck, good luck. If you have beautiful heart, if you have a beautiful heart, you are a good luck charm, my dear. Yeah, you are. And whoever you are, you know, there are many of us. If you have beautiful hearts, you are good luck charms. You have, you know, this healing spirits. You bring luck to other people. And we, of course, I'm included, we boost confidence, people's confidence. We have that ability, you know? And a few of us can, you know, foresee people's future self. Yeah, future selves, not putrid. Why was I thinking about putrid? Future selves. You know, it can be a challenge being a, you know, having that gift. We're divine beings. You feel me? Yeah. I heard this from a beautiful person who I absolutely admire. She said, anyone with a heart of gold, everything you own will turn to gold. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. So if someone has, let's say, if someone will give you a house, that house, you will turn it into a beautiful home. And if someone will give you pesos, you will turn those pesos into thousands, if not millions. You are that. So, yeah. So, anyway, oh my God. Okay. Like, I wasn't even paying attention about how I look. Oh my God. Yeah. Oh, anyway. What else to talk about? Oh, what's funny is before I started my video, I was hearing this song. Well, let's see if my heart has something else in mind. In mind. My heart has a mind of its own. All right. Come on, heart. Do you have any song for me? Because if I'm not pulling anything out, that means the song I was hearing before I started this video is probably it. Yeah. And come on, heart. It's about time. Yeah. It's about time. So, you know, I really like this dress. Yeah. I really like it. I really like it. Yeah. Yeah. And there's lining. See? There's lining. Yeah, I love that. It's not just, there's lining to it. Yeah. Yeah, see? That's why I like it. Yeah. So, anyway, what was I going to say? Oh, come on, Heart. Tell me now. Because I don't have anything more to talk about, you know? So, yeah. So, enjoy life. Enjoy life while we're still alive, and be grateful and thankful for everything. I don't know why yeah, really enjoy life. It's very important, especially, you know, like thank to those people who love you and care for you. Especially to the one you absolutely love the most, because we never know when our life ends, when our last breath would be. So, like, thanks to those people who are still, like, while we're still alive, don't wait. Because regret is always at the end. Is that how you say it? Oh, well, you know what I mean? And whatever struggles you're experiencing right now, I'm sure, it won't stay that way. It won't stay that way. And there's always a reason. There's always a reason behind it. Like, things happen for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, heart. Tell me now. Come on. Come on. I know I'm waiting for the song. If nothing comes out, then the song I was listening earlier. Not listening. Just, came out of nowhere. Yeah. Okay. Heart, please. It's time. It's like come on, let's do it. Come on, because I've been talking for a very long time. I'm telling you, I like my heart to heart talk is getting to be longer. Yeah, it keeps getting longer. I want it just shorter version of, like I wanted a short episode, I don't want it to go on and on because people, it's gonna drive them nuts. Yeah, thankfully only a few of my relatives watch my videos. Yeah, yeah, just a few of my friends, just very few, because they can't stand it. Thank God. Yeah. So anyway, like only the people who are meant to listen to my or watch my videos, those are the only ones. So, yeah, and who are willing, people who are willing to transform themselves. So, yeah, those are the ones. They're meant to watch my videos. Not, you know, my videos are not for many people, just for a few. Just for a few. So, yeah, I have some followers, but not all of them watch my videos. Just, you know, yeah. But there are hidden followers. Those are the ones. There's some spooky followers, and there are some who are like really interested in me, and people who want to be the new them, people who want to like transform themselves. You know, yeah, there are those. So anyway, come on, heart. Come on. I guess there's none. It's nothing's popping up. Okay. The song I was hearing before I started is Ring My Bell. Ring My Bell. Ring My Bell. And ring my bell. Da-da, da-da-da-da-da. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. So let's take a look at that. Yeah, because I was gonna check the lyrics, but I was getting ready for my video, so didn't have the time. So ring my bell. I don't know what's in there, but let's hear it. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay, I have it. Hopefully this is it. Anita Ward. Okay. Come on. Lyrics. I need the lyrics. Oh, I don't know. This is not. Okay, let's do it again. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Lyrics. I don't know what's in there. Okay. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. Okay. This is it. So I'm glad you're home. Now, did you really miss me? Dang. So, I guess you did by the look in your eyes. Look in your eye. No, not eyes. Look in your eye. Look in your eye. Well, lay back and relax while I put away the dishes. Put away the dishes. Then you and me can rock a bell. God damn. This is a different kind of bell. Oh my God. God damn. Okay, you can ring my bell. Man, that sounds nasty. Holy shit. The night is young and full of possibilities. I better pronounce these words correctly. Well, come on and let yourself be free. God damn. I was just talking about being free. I was talking about that. Like being, like free. Like free. My love for you. So long I've been saving. Tonight was made for me and you. All right. Where are you? Hiding in the bushes? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. This is a different kind of, dang. Yeah. I think my heart was playing with me, I think so. Jeez. Why was that? Yeah. Dang. Okay, well, at least we had some fun, right? Hopefully you have some fun. Okay? Yeah. Hopefully it's a message for you. Yeah. Watch out for the, Yeah. Somebody might ring your bell. Somebody might ring your bell. God damn. I don't know. I find that nasty. No. All right. All right. That's it, you guys. That's it, you guys. Oh my God. I must have locked talk for a very, very long time. Fritz already told me, earlier today. Don't do it for too long because I'm hungry. No, he already ate. He was just kidding because he wants to eat Cheetos. He hasn't eaten Cheetos for a long time, so he wants to eat Cheetos. He was very grateful that I bought Cheetos. All right, that's it. That's it. that's it for today. I love you. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to post this soon. Because today, you know, oh, I'll work on Friday. Hopefully I'll be able to post this Thursday. Yeah, yeah, because I'm back to work Friday. Yeah, like I mentioned. All right, love you. I love you. Stay happy and stay healthy.